So say for instance, I want to look at a consistent character. So I'm going to try a turtle, multiple poses, and I can try different, animals or characters. And I was doing some research in Canva, and I found that turtles might be a good option. There's many others, by the way, but I can go ahead and click on See All, for instance, under Graphics, under Elements and Graphics. And it seems like this might be a good option. So I'm going to click on that. And you know what? If I click on See All, it'll actually give me all the ones that are related to this specific image. So um, let me actually go back, and I want to grab that one, but I do want to see all. Now this shows me different, poses of this specific character, right? So if you can identify multiple poses for a character, then that could be a good candidate for a consistent character for your book. As you can see, we have a few here already, 4 at least, right? And I'm sure there's many more. So if you go down, you'll find several others, okay? Yeah, so as you can see, there's definitely more that you can play with here. So let's work with at least these 5 that we have. Now, say for instance, I wanted to, use one of these. So say for instance, I use this one, okay? And I want to create the first page of my story. So what I can do is I can also leverage AI in this case, or I can look for pre-existing backgrounds. So say for instance, I want to look for a pond background because it makes sense for a turtle. I can grab something like this, and I don't really like this one, but there's many different ones out here. So say for instance, we use something like this. I can go ahead and do this, for instance. And I can send this backward, and I can have the turtle, show that it's kind of running in a pond setting, for instance, right? And then what I could do is I can just have some text over here, and I could say the turtle runs on a nice warm day. Or I can say the turtle runs by a pond on a nice warm day. Now you can't really see this well, and I'll show you how to do all this stuff later when we uh, build our actual book, but I did want to go over pre-existing graphic elements. So if you can't see this properly, you can always add like a background. So if you go under shapes, you can grab something like this, and you can change the color of it if you wish. You can make it transparent, so you can do something like that. For instance, I could take our text, oops. So we can grab that and kind of like make it a little smaller. And actually we can change this font again, and you can pick a color that you want. It could be anything. Oh, that's not a good color. But yeah, pick whichever color that you see fit. I think a darker color will make sense. So let's just go with black for now. And there you go. So the turtle runs by a pond on a nice warm day. You definitely want to make sure that everything is within margins, so you can always adjust this stuff later, and you can change the font size here as well to make it look better. But there you go, something like that. Okay, so there you have it. I mean, you have a character, and you can make as many pages as you want, so you can have a bunch of pages like this, and this is one way to identify a consistent character and make multiple pages and ultimately make a book out of it. Now, what if you wanted to do something different? So say for instance, let me go ahead and delete all this. Okay, and we're going to try another one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete all that. It was actually coming out pretty nice, but that's not the type of book that I want to do. So say for instance, I want to find, let's try dinosaurs here, and dinosaurs with multiple poses. Let's see if something does come up. Or let's say we try, yeah, dinosaurs multiple, that's fine, because it'll still give me different poses. So here's a dinosaur. I'm going to go ahead and click on see all. And I don't, let's say for instance, I want dinosaurs that are similar, but they're not necessarily the same character. So different types of dinosaurs so that I can make like a, a dinosaur type book, a dinosaur educational book. So here I have different kinds of dinosaurs, different characters. So I can definitely make use of this, as you can see, right? So there's all these different types of dinosaurs that I have here. Okay. And in each of them, or for each of them, I can create a page, right? Um, and make a story, a whole story out of it. And as you can see, there's actually a lot of options for dinosaurs. Okay, so here I have like 4, and again, there's many, many others. Or say, for instance, I started with these 4. Now, again, I could do the same thing. So I can go here, and I can find, we can look for like a prehistoric background. So prehistoric background. And I do see some that might work. So you can use one of these, and again, you can make sure that it fits the margins and covers the border. Because we're using bleed, you can definitely go past the margins. So that's completely fine, as you saw. But another way that you can actually, um, have yourself a good background is you can actually generate it using AI. So under apps, in the apps section here, you can search for Magic Media, which I've just done. And once you click on Magic Media, it takes you here and you can enter in sort of like ChatGPT, what you're looking for, and then it'll generate it for you. So say for instance, I want a prehistoric, or I want to say beautiful prehistoric background. Okay, something like that. And I can select what style I want. So you want something that matches what you have here. So I wouldn't say watercolor. Maybe dreamy. Let's try dreamy. And I'm going to generate that image and let's see if it works for us. So that's generating. Let me go ahead and grab one of our characters here. I'll take the T-Rex and let's see what Magic Media gives us, and I'll apply it accordingly. All right, so here's a background of so here's a prehistoric background. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to grab that, and this is AI generated. So I will make it fill up the whole page, and I will send this backward, and there you go. So I can have something like this. So I mean, it's a little dark for our character. He's a pretty bright character. So I definitely think there could be a better background, but I did want to show you that there's an option there. You can also just try again, right? So you can regenerate and pick something different. Maybe anime might work good here. So let's try generating it again and see if an anime option will be better. And you could play around because it's AI, sky's the limit. You can just keep trying with different characters. You can even put multiple characters in the same page if you liked, right? So you can have one character here, say one other character here. For instance, we could try a different background. So I'm going to give this one a shot. See if that one fits better. I think just by the looks of it, it looks like it's already going to fit a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and send this back. So I need to send this all the way back. And there you go. That definitely looks a lot better. Right? So this is another option. I mean, you can have something like this. T-Rex obviously should probably be a little bigger. And there you go. You have 2 characters, and then you could again add text here if you want, which I'm not going to do right now. But just to show you, when it comes to creating characters or building your illustrations in general, you can certainly do so by pre-existing graphic elements. These are elements that already exist in a library. And in this case, we're talking about Canva. So Canva has a bunch of elements, a bunch of graphics that you can use. You just have to search accordingly, enter in the proper keywords, and use the appropriate tools, whether it's AI or existing backgrounds, and apply it accordingly. So with time, you can gain experience and learn more how to use Canva better. Definitely recommend that you dive into this and get familiar with using Canva. Play around with the graphic elements and see if it works for you. So in the next section, I'm going to teach you how to leverage AI tools such as Leonardo AI. I'll also give you a quick demo, if you wish, on how to use ChatGPT to produce AI images as well that you can use for your illustration.